How's it going, guys? Genesis the Crypto here, and today we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin Deathcross, and we're also going to be talking about why is Bitcoin crashing, why is Bitcoin continuing to go lower and lower. We have some news articles, we have the actual charts and such, and we're going to be touching up on everything today, right now on this video. So stay tuned, guys. And if you guys would like to go to genixthecrypto.com, very simple, bam, genixthecrypto.com, join the... wait for it to pop up. Join the Discord server right over here. It's awesome. We're actually one person away from 50 people. Awesome. And check out my social medias right here and resources of Bitcoin all in one little page right there. Now let's get right into the video, guys. Now, as you guys clearly can see, Bitcoin has been dropping in price even further. And way further, guys. The price is 7,409. The market cap is a 125 billion. And if we go to Bitcoin right over here, then we could see the history right here. We're gonna zoom in right there. And recently, literally yesterday, right over here, it was at 7,961, which has started dipping at below 8,000 at yesterday. And then now we're going downer and downer and downer. Now, this is really bad, guys. This is really bad because this whole talk about a Deathcross is actually something pretty bad. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, a lot of people that are against chart analysis and such are saying, well, this whole Bitcoin Deathcross is really nothing. It's not an indicator of any sort. It really doesn't matter, right? But it actually does, because guess what? It's never happened in Bitcoin. And these are moving averages calculated, which means these are some pretty good number estimates, guys. These are good analysis, right? So when a Deathcross happens, which is not something, it's not a term that was just used for Bitcoin. It's a term for any chart, right? Which means there's experience and this is like a nickname for something that happens when something really bad happens and the chart analysis just goes crazy. And as a matter of fact, I have the numbers of Deathcross on my own chart right here. We're going to be looking at my chart very, very soon. But right over here, we're going to touch up on this article really quickly. Deathcross sparks Bitcoin sell-off. Okay, so Bitcoin down to March lows at 7,500 amid bearish pattern. Bitcoin, the most valuable cryptocurrency in the market, continues its steady drop in price ever since failing to break the 12,000 resistance in early March. Apart from exceptions such as ERA or Sky, okay, that doesn't matter. Right over here, the term is used in technical analysis to describe a crossover of the 50-day moving average and the long-term 200-day moving average. More specifically, when the 50-day moving average moves below the 200-day moving average, the pattern is often considered a bearish signal, which means it'll stay bearish for a very long time. That's usually the indication for charts when it comes to a Deathcross. Okay, the introduction of Bitcoin and future trading has provided a gold rush towards cryptocurrencies during the last quarter of 2017 in a move that triggered a global conversation about... Okay, this is pretty much talking about when Bitcoin grew very quickly on December, going up to 20,000 and so. All right. There are, however, a few arguments that can provide a less bearish stance. The last Deathcross pattern for Bitcoin was in September 2015. Instead of a magnificent plunge, the digital coin more than doubled its value as it's moved from around 230 to the 500 area in about 2 months. Okay, what they're talking about right over here, I'm going to show you guys what they're talking about. Here we are in the chart. And we're going to go all the way back to 2015. So we're getting close. 2016. Right over here. 2015. There was only one time that the Deathcross actually crossed. One time in Bitcoin history. And it is right here on September. Around September right there. Pretty much late September. Which is where they're saying that it happened. Right over here. You see? Was in September 2015. Instead of a magnificent plunge, the digital coin more than doubled its value as it's moved from around 230 to 500 in about 2 months. So, right over here, it dipped down. The pink line is pretty much showing that if the pink line goes below the blue line, I have the moving averages at 50 and 200, just like what the Deathcross is showing, right? So, if this pink line moves below the blue line, that means a Deathcross happened. And it only happened once in Bitcoin. And it's very interesting what happened after that. When it did the Deathcross, it went right back up in about 3 months, like they said. You see, the 10th, actually no, not 3 months. Right over here. It took a month to get out of Deathcross. If you guys are looking at the bottom right over here, September, oh no wait, September, October, Yeah, September to October or so, right? That's how long it took for Bitcoin to get out of this death cross that happened. It grew all the way up to right over here, $500, but then it went really down. Then it started going even more down, but then it started stabilizing around the $460 area. So yes, what they're saying is completely true, and it actually happened. Okay, so Bitcoin, just like the spot FX, all right, for now, the cryptocurrency sits at the 7,500 area with the 2018 low being at 6,149. That's crazy, guys. Now, if Bitcoin has already went in the death cross and it was able to escape the death cross in a month or two, that's some really good news, guys. That means Bitcoin is very possible to be able to get out of the death cross again if it ever happens. However, this is a very rare scenario right here. This is Bitcoin at its most infant times, right? Below the infant that we are right now. It's like Bitcoin still in the womb, and we're right now Bitcoin out of the womb, right? Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that a death cross this early in the game, of course it's gonna go up, 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 right? Because not much people even consider this death cross. The trading is very minimalist, right? But anyways, it did happen. And we recovered from it, and we doubled the price, and we continue to get out of the death cross. Are we in a death cross right now, though? We are not in a death cross right now. I'm gonna be showing you guys right now on this chart that we are not in a death cross. We're gonna keep scrolling to the right over here. And here we are. There's the exponential growth. This is as far away as the moving averages came when it comes to a death cross or so. And then we're going to zoom in right here. Now, the current market that we're in right now suggests that a death cross is going to happen, right? Look at how the average is going down little by little. This is the long-term average where it's kind of staying steady right here. But guess what? The short-term 50 kind of is going down, down, down. And once it crosses here, guys, obviously we humans are all about emotions, right? Once a lot of people are seeing an actual death cross happen and the news is blowing up and YouTube videos are saying and talking about, oh God, the death cross happened, blah, blah, blah. Guess what, guys? More sell-off. For sure. There's going to be more sell-offs. Not just because that this death cross analysis happened, but because of how much bad news is going to be around and how much people that know about the death cross are going to want to get out, especially if they have a whole lot of money invested into Bitcoin. Now, I think that's a terrible idea because I believe that very soon, I want to say 4 or 5 months from now, Bitcoin will start going back up. Maybe not 20,000. I don't believe Bitcoin will go to 20,000 in the next 5 months or so, mainly because this exponential growth that happened right here was all about conversation. People were talking and talking about Bitcoin over and over and over for the whole December. Bitcoin was one of the highest search results in Google, right? Of course, Bitcoin is going to grow in a crazy rapid amount. But guess what? When people started losing money and losing money and losing money, guess what? Everybody that got into Bitcoin at 20,000, they're like, oh my God, it's a losing game. This is not what I expected. People that got into 90,000, 18,000, 17,000, 16,000, they're like, what's going on? I'm going to lose my money. When they saw this Bitcoin started going down just a little bit, guarantee you people started selling off. And then it went down even more. Look, it went as down as 10,000. And then it recovered back to 14,000 at around December, late December, January 2018, around there, right? So, in the end of the day, I guarantee you we're going to go a little lower. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's just what I'm getting from this analysis and from the past, right? I believe Bitcoin is going to go a little lower, going downer than 7,000. But hopefully and eventually, right? Not hopefully. Bitcoin will obviously start going back up eventually. But the problem is, when will it start going up eventually, right? And nobody will ever know. But I'm hoping around 4 to 5 months from now, from everything that I've been seeing and the past charts of Bitcoin that's been showing, right? But it looks like a death cross is imminent, which means Bitcoin is going to go down to probably around 6,800 or so. So let's get ready for that one, guys. It's definitely going to happen. And let's see what happens after the death cross, right? That's what we really want to see. What happens after the death cross. Obviously, I'm going to be making videos about when the death cross happens and what's going to happen after and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you guys subscribe and all that good stuff. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do daily cryptocurrency videos, guys. So make sure you guys subscribe. I have passive income ways that I use myself in the description below. So make sure you guys benefit from that. And I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. Take care.